if someone has cheated on you or done something like you've said that's just like, nah, no go, do you believe in breaks? No. Do you think they can work?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Yeah, well, I agree with you
Do you want personal experience here? Or?
Have you had a break?
I've had a break and I've had cheating.
Oh. It is Morokai with 2 eyes. We're back. We're on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. We have the woman who stole my man's heart away from me.
Oh, jeez, firing shots just like that. She hasn't even said any words yet.
We have Lee's girlfriend, Ali, as our first ever guest.
Yeah. Natural as. We did say before the camera started rolling, just be yourself, and it's just good to see that you're just being yourself, love. Good stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I've got a few questions for you. So I think the one I want to ask mostly is when you met Lee, what was your side of the story completely? From start, Tinder message.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a wild story. It's definitely nothing like Lee's.
Well, what can I say?
Definitely nothing like Lee's. I remember the whole swiping, all that thing. That was all, hunky-dory.
Nice.
And then
hunky-dory.
He messaged me, and I remember I was at work.
Hang on a sec. I'm going to have to cut.
Wait, it is. Hold on.
Right there.
What was the message?
He messaged me. Where's the part of I matched with him? I swiped on him as well. You're missing some valuable key moments in how Tinder works.
I don't think we need to explain to anyone how Tinder works. But I do want to know, what was the message he hit you up with?
Do you have some wakeboarding tips? I see you like wakeboarding. Can you teach me? It was something along those lines.
Oh, very nice. So he looked at the photos, analysed.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is good. You have to analyse. I felt like I was a teacher. I was just studying.
Yeah.
Well, actually a student studying, so.
Very good, mate. Yeah. So how long did it take until you were like, oh, we'll go on an actual date? Like, face to face?
I reckon it was like a month, surely.
I think, give or take.
We're missing the key bit, though. Like, backtrack a little bit.
Yep.
I was at work, got the match, and I was like, hey, mum, because I work with my mum. I was like, I got this match. Showed her the photo. She was like, ew.
Oh,
which hurts because I feel like
does it?
because knowing that now and knowing the relationship that I would say that I have with Ali's mum, I would feel like we get along pretty well, if not even quote unquote I'm the favourite child. So knowing that she wasn't a fan, it hurts a bit. And I know that she's listening, so you've been warned. You've been warned.
How do you feel now?
Look.
Sorry, I'm
I suppose
intrigued.
I suppose it's a harsh reality, you know. You're not always going to be there. You're not always going to be your partner's favourite. Especially when, your parents. The parents always have, high standards.
They
I
do.
feel
They do have high standards, and they haven't met the beautiful soul that you are.
I mean, when you do see a photo of me holding a wrestling belt. 26 years old.
You had VBs in your profile photo.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah,
well, that's on you. That's on you. So, how often would you show your mum like a Tinder match? Like, what warranted a Tinder match to show? Was it like, this guy's nice, like he's talking, like I'm actually getting along with him?
It was probably only a couple because there was one before Lee, and everyone at work knew him, so it was kind of really weird. Yep. And then. Yeah, I don't know. I must have been talking to you for a little bit, and then
she had a couple of men on the go.
Yeah.
I feel.
So
there you go.
No, that's what I was actually going to get into. I was so curious how Tinder is on the female side compared to the male side, because on the male side, we really have to think of a funny pickup line. Because
especially one that you've never heard before, which and everything's been said.
Like, what do you do if someone says, if someone did say to you, "Hey, how are you going?" Like, what's your immediate reaction?
Yeah, hey, good, thanks, you.
Oh, so it wasn't like that's pretty average?
It's kind of average.
Yeah, yep.
But then if you sent me, like, the big, long thing about how I saw you in the supermarket and you were holding all these limes and you dropped them and I went and picked them up for you and I said, I'm sorry, I'm no good at pickup limes. Shocking. No.
You know what upsets me?
Because it took me 10 seconds to click in that was a pickup line.
Dude,
I was like, someone's matched with you from the supermarket and now there's this lime story.
Yeah, dude, I was going to say, you just looked like, I have no idea what's going on.
I really didn't.
And here I am, I'm like, I feel like I've used that one before.
So bad. Or, hey, Ali, I see you like horses. You found yourself a stallion.
No, I don't like that one.
Ooh, I don't even like
that
how you said that.
Yeah.
I don't like
do you
that
ever read out messages? Like when you get the pickup line, do you look at it and you read in your head, or do you read it out loud just to double check if it's a good one or not?
No, I just read it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like, there's the whole you send it to your mate, and the mate's like, I got this one. Heal.
How often does that happen? How often would you get a message from a guy and screenshot it and send it to your mate? It's for all guys out there, by the way. I really don't think enough guys realise how much it happens.
I think it happens a fair bit.
It does. Yeah.
I did it a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Lot.
Yeah. So would the messages sometimes be like, "Oh, this is pretty good," and some other ones be like,
Pretty much.
I wouldn't touch this guy with a 10-foot
Or the ones that are just like, add my snap.
just straight away add my snap.
Yeah,
We all know what Snapchat's
That's what I'm saying. I feel like men of this
I feel like you need
generation
to hold the mic
a little bit closer.
And I need to put that
Okay.
there.
We're learning as we go. I forget that my voice.
First guest ever.
Yeah. It's all new for us here at Morokai. It's good. We're starting off the year with a bang.
We are.
So, I feel a lot of males are very quick to jump to adding on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's not a good
And
move.
it's not. Get a follow on Instagram or like an ad on Facebook. I feel like, in all seriousness, I could be wrong, and it's great to have you on. What are your thoughts on like a guy being like, "Hey, can I have your number?" Because I feel like no one really does that anymore.
The phone number.
Yeah,
It's
I
more
don't
for the
feel.
socials.
Yeah, I feel like it's more the socials.
You know what? To add on to that, big question. The phone number. He actually rings you. Like he doesn't text. I don't feel like that happens anymore. Is that a tick or a cross?
That's a cross.
That's a cross.
That's a cross for me.
I
Don't
think
call
so
me.
too.
Don't call me.
Do not dare. Because I would think so too. Because that's why I'd never ask for a phone number. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna call you.
Yeah. Oh,
Might
okay.
prank
That's
call
a
you.
that's a fair call though.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So already we'll go back. Mum's gone. On to the
She's
next.
gone, ah.
Yeah. Righto.
Right. So
No,
then.
to be fair, you did have VBs.
Yeah.
You
No.
did,
Look. I must admit, I was asking for
yeah.
it.
You're not a bogan.
Yeah. I'm not a
But
bogan, but I was
you
definitely presenting
represent-
myself as one.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So then we get chatting. Probably takes us like a month before we organise to go out for dinner. I was at a horse show. So I drove back from my horse show
Yep.
to go on this date. Everyone knew. Everyone.
Even the
I go
horses?
Go with pretty much.
Yep.
I go with a team of people.
Yep.
Everyone knew. And they all knew Lee from the supermarket. So
Yeah. Surprise.
Because you worked in a supermarket,
Yeah,
so people
I
knew your
did.
face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So they were like, we're going to go in there and we're going to bash him up if he touches you. The other.
Yeah, and she's pre-warning me this as well. She's like, "Oh,
like-
you should be warned. People are going to be coming in and asking questions." I'm like, I don't know if
There's no way your friends would actually go up and ask questions.
A couple of them, probably.
You're kidding, really?
But the
I
thing,
have mates who will definitely be like, oh, that's where they work. I'm going to quickly do a stalk and just have a look at them. I've never had one that's been like, I'm going to ask him a question. It's those horse riding chicks, isn't it? I swear to God, that's another episode.
That is another
Specifically horse riding girl. I had that planned, but it's already come up straight away. Sorry. Okay. Yep. So you had a couple of friends. Yep.
They've gone in they were talking and they were like, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, I've seen him around. He looks like the guy off Frozen. And I was like, okay.
it's a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole, he goes, yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
Oh, okay.
Which is hilarious, but I've never watched the Frozen.
I think I know that.
I
clip,
know
though.
the princess and I know Olaf. That's
see it
all
a
I know.
little
I still
bit.
haven't watched it.
I can see it a little bit. Okay. All right. So yep.
So they were all like, you're going out with the Frozen guy. So went on the date. Anyway, went and met him at the supermarket, as you all would have listened to before.
Yep.
I told him I had a knife.
Why? What?
He kept telling me it wasn't Ted Bundy, which makes me think it was.
Why would you start with that?
No, she bring that up. That's not on me. She bring that up, and she's like, "How do I know that you're not a killer?" I'm like, "What, like Ted Bundy?" Because I was like, "Well, that's the only person that I could think of that's like done anything." And I think that's purely because I only must have just recently watched the Zac Efron Ted Bundy thing on Netflix. By the way, it is good.
To be fair, if he started listing off his favourite murderers, red flag. So it's
Yeah.
a good thing that he knows the most
the
popular
one
killer
thing.
out there, and
And
that's
Jack
it.
the Ripper.
It's
So
the
yeah,
one thing with Tinder. Like,
Yeah.
how do you know that this person's not crazy?
that's true.
I had
That's
to
true.
message some people. I stalked his Facebook and we're like, hey, we have some mutual friends. Message.
Yep.
Found out he wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, told him I had a knife on me just to make sure.
nice.
Dinner was nice. It was good. We got there.
Yep.
That was a nice dinner.
The vibe was nice.
Had a good chat.
Yeah.
Nothing was awkward.
Yep.
Car ride back. Got serenaded.
I love that.
It was beautiful.
So on your end, Lee did sing the TI song. What was your reaction to that?
I was just sitting there kind of like, what the hell is happening?
So, and for everyone listening, I think that, look, that's a fair reaction. But
That's a normal reaction to the snuff.
But if Ali was going to go out with me, that's how I am in a car. Like, if there's a song playing,
Yeah.
I'm going to get really into it. If you know, Guillotine by John Bellion's playing, you and I are going to bounce and bop to it.
Yep. You are the only man I've sung for in the car.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that.
I like my music.
Yeah.
I wish I could sing, but I cannot.
Yes.
I could not.
Like you're in the privacy of your own car.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
I
it's
can
all
get that.
good. Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
so you're watching and you're just kind of like, it's a bit quirky, but at least there's confidence there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, very good.
It's a little bit scary, not going to lie.
Well, you had your knife, so you're fine.
Yeah, had my knife. My knife.
Yep. Now we're getting to my all-time favourite part, which is the kiss. So you guys get out of the car, please.
Do I
please.
get off the
No,
podcast
no.
now? Do I leave?
So for anyone who doesn't know, Lee, in a previous episode, Lee admitted that he had a bit of an awkward kiss. Yeah. He went in for the hug, and then he was like, fuck, I should have went for the kiss. And then went in again, screwed the kiss up. Please, for the love of God, tell your side and literally every little thing that went through your head.
Well, you know, like, it's the end of the night. You're like, is he going to hug me? Is he going to kiss me? Is he going to stab me because he thinks he's Ted Bundy?
Stab, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So got out of the car, that's fine. Had a little chat. He gave me the hug, and I was like, oh, this is nice. Mm-hmm. I was kind of like doing the whole, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, come here. I want to give you another hug. So he goes,
Get back here.
goes to give me another hug. And then it was straight in for the kill.
Yeah, yep.
Not with the knife, by the way. Can we classify it was not with the knife?
Straight in between my nose and my lip.
Oh, it's a bullseye. So were you wanting a kiss or were you expecting a kiss?
Wasn't expecting it.
Were you wanting a kiss?
It's always nice.
It is always nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kiss is always nice. So why'd you fuck it up?
Yeah, look, I'll be honest.
It wasn't great.
Look, what? Two years in lockdown, no female contact.
Acting like you had female contact before that.
Confidence was so high.
No, all right, so that's good. So I'm glad you went in for the second kiss, and then obviously after you guys messaged each other, which I always think is a massive tick, and from my end, now that you guys are good, it's great that I can tell this story. I think I had like 10 voice messages just explaining how nice you are, how great you are, what you like. One of the message I'll never forget because I couldn't stop laughing was like, "Mate, she's really down to earth. She's really sweet. Like the vibes were just chill. Like it felt like it was a good night. She loves pesto pasta." And that was the part where his voice like raised and like got really excited. And I was like, "That's fantastic. Well, that's what matters."
Pesto pasta is like the key to my heart. Like that'll Gnocchi. Pesto gnocchi. Oh, mate, you've got me.
So, okay, so it's a great first date. Now, I wanted to know, what was some icks that could have happened on this date that are a no-go for you? Like, what are some things that if he did...
Not the icks of me.
Yeah, no.
We can get into that.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get into that list now. No, I'm just saying, if there were, on this date, what are some things, it could be any date beforehand as well, that you've gone, nah, this is now a no. This is now a no. I'm not going to let you kiss me between my nose and lips. There's no way.
All right, the Icks. I really hate when they just talk about themselves the whole time.
Yep.
And you don't get a word in. It's kind of like you're just nodding your head, going, that's great. Hate that. So I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yep.
The awkward silence. That is just a massive ick.
Yeah.
You almost want to do the whole... I'm just going to the bathroom. Never come back.
Or talk about the weather.
Oh, never come back.
Yeah.
Oh, don't talk about the weather.
Yeah.
No.
I think the weather's got to be the worst one. We've well established this before.
It's a fact that if you have nothing to talk about,
yeah,
you
it
talk
just
about
comes
the weather.
up and it's just not a good conversation starter.
What is interesting about
like
the sun?
Like seriously, unless you're talking to Jane Bun, like it's just not great.
Yeah, unless you're telling me the scene in The Office where Andy's telling his facts about the sun. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
All right, so too much talking and no talking at all. You just want that sweet spot.
You need the in between, or ask me questions.
Yep.
Like ask each other questions. It should I don't believe it's all about the female or the male. You need to ask about each other, but not just one-sided.
Yep.
I think, what about your opinion, obviously now that we're going out, coming up to 6 months, knowing that you're quite independent, what are your thoughts on sort of the standard of, obviously I took you out to dinner, were you expecting me to pay? Like, is it, like, you as a female, like, do you still agree with that? Do you think, like, split it down the middle? Like, where do you yourself stand with that?
I'm more than happy to pay for myself.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
I mean, it's always nice for the male to pay, but you should never go in with expectations that they're going to pay.
Yeah.
Very good. I'll agree with that. So what do you do? As you said, you're happy to pay, but let's say he didn't even reach for his wallet. Is that a bad sign?
A little bit.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd
Yep.
like them to go, oh, I'll pay, and then you do the whole, no, I'm happy to, or
I think a lot of people are the same.
half-half.
I think it's always nice as well when a female, when you are going on a date, like as a male, I think it's a bit traditional in the sense of, I don't know about yourself, but for me, I do like to pay and all that. But it is nice when they themselves go like, oh, it's all good, like I'm happy to pay for myself.
Yeah.
Like full well knowing like, no, I'll still pay, but like at least you've like been like, hey, no, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like it is nice.
And
It's a nice
a good
touch.
winner to anyone out there. If you go on a date and it's going well, if you pay and then their response is, oh, that's all good. Okay, well, I appreciate it, but I'll pay for the next one.
Yeah,
You're in.
massive
You're in.
tick.
Yeah,
I
it's a
completely
massive
agree
tick.
with that.
Yeah. And I think as well, I think later in the relationship, it can get to a point where it's like, I've been fucking paying for dinners every week. And they're what? Like, I went out to dinner last week to Miss Pickle. 2 normal meals. $68. We didn't even get drinks.
Ooh,
$68.
$68 2 meals. That's
So
crazy.
yeah, food is so expensive.
It
at the moment.
is. It is.
Okay. Is there any other Icks you've got?
they're probably the main ones.
They're the
I mean,
main
I'm
ones.
sure I could sit down and list them out forever.
What
but
about Icks in general? So it doesn't even have to be in a date. There's some things that, like, you could be watching TV, it could be a guy in your friend group, it could be a guy one of your friends is talking about, and you hear something they do and you go, nah, not about it.
the list could go on forever.
Well, you don't have
Just
forever,
throw
so
some
you're
out
gonna
there.
need to-
Feel free to throw some unique ones out there.
You're really gonna have to go for it.
There's, all right, I'll put one out here. There's a girl at work.
jeez.
I'll use her as an example.
Yep.
Not her herself.
No, hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that you're
Yeah.
attacking one of the girls at work that probably listens to the podcast.
Is it your mum?
No.
I hate when girls rag on my guys and I haven't even met him yet.
Yeah. No, but she was saying her boyfriend is now was her ex-boyfriend, is now her boyfriend again.
Yep.
But there's then now her ex-boyfriend again. And I'm like, just don't go there. Like, that is an
Yeah.
ick.
Okay.
He's clearly done something
Yep.
that is not okay.
Yeah.
So
That
don't
is-
do it.
that
Don't
is-
go back there.
I had a list of questions, and this was a big one for me. From a female's point of view, if someone has cheated on you or done something like you've said that's just like, nah, no go, do you believe in breaks? No. Do you think they can work?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Yeah, well, I agree with you
Do you want
completely.
do you want personal experience here? Or?
Have you had a break?
I've had a break and I've had cheating.
Oh.
Mm.
What? Sorry.
Yeah, it was
What have you done?
You did say you wanted everything for the podcast. So
Well, now I'm super intrigued. So I'm thinking next episode we dive into that. So breaks, you've experienced some breaks and some cheating.
yeah,
And we're open here. Cheating on your end or cheating on their end?
their end.
Oh. And just to get some listeners keen, is it just because I'm
Suspenseful
frothing
music.
at the bit? Yeah, I'm going to add some.
do you want to add my voice message that I sent you?
Possibly.
Because that could be.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Hopefully, you can't. I don't know if I
can do
don't
some
know
good
if I
sleeping.
want that in.
Pesto Gnocchi.
Oh,
It did.
Shit.
Before we go, was this breakup something you found out on the spot, something that was admitted to you, or something that went on for a while and then you found out?
What time?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokai
That was the
with 2
suspense
eyes.
that we needed.
Get excited for the next episode, and that is with Ali, Lee's girlfriend. We've got some good stuff to
Do
go
have
through.
some good stuff.
100%.
I think. I suppose
I really did want to dive into horse girls, not like that, but like I meant like, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And I suppose we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will.
Boom.